The thing I love about Korea and Korean people is their friendliness and their hospitality. In Korean, it's called Chong.
Korean Chong. So it means Koreans are very friendly usually. When they meet someone, even if they don't really know you, they're very helpful. They would always try to make you feel comfortable. They would help you. And I found it actually quite easy to make really good friends here.
When I first came to Korea, I had a very good boss. And I've been here for 5 years and I still communicate with her. She's just like a great Korean mom and she's always helpful. And that's my biggest experience was random Korean lady becoming my new mom, Korean mom.
I knew Korean a little bit, but I didn't know too much. My listening wasn't that good and my speaking wasn't that good. But when I came here, I met a lot of kind people that tried to speak to me in English or simple Korean, and I thought that was very nice and comforting for me because I didn't know how to talk or what to say or how to go to some places. So I had many people help me.
I experienced it when I first came to Korea, and every single day. When I go to a restaurant and I order food, they always give me a larger portion of food just because I try to speak Korean with them. Whenever I go to a shop or a restaurant, they always say hello and thank you. And whenever I leave, they always say goodbye. So I'm not used to that, so that was quite nice to see. I really like that about Korea.
수고하셨어요. I think it's like really, really warm feeling and that everyone has put their work into something and it warms my heart. We don't say, okay, everyone did a great job. They were like, oh, thank you for your work, but it's a little bit different from each language, right? Like you can't exactly express the same feeling in different languages. So I really like how Koreans do that.
I think the 집주인들 in Korea is more kinder than Iran because our house 집주인, our house owner, like she just gave us fruits and vegetables every month, and it didn't happen for me in Iran before, so I really like that, and I think it just happened in Korea.
I was, when I was having a really hard time because of some bad things that happened in my life, and back then I used to like cry in my room at home, and right before my apartment there's this little market, and this one like guy who was selling like vegetables and fruits there. And I guess he heard me cry in my room. So whenever I went down there, he would like give me some fruit for free and be like, oh, you know, you have to eat healthy, you have to stay healthy, eat some fruit. It was really comforting that time.
I'm actually half Korean, so I grew up eating Korean food, so that was a big plus. I always love some rice and kimchi, kimchi jjigae.
I like 뼈 해장국 and dak galbi, meat. Korean meat is the best.
Kimchi, kimbap, tteokbokki, and I think so ramen, and a lot of foods.
I like 감자전 and kimchi전.
Well, I like the culture in here. I like the food in here. Gosh, it's so good. Honestly, I've been to Russia on my vacation and I couldn't eat anything. It was horrifying. Like, everything is either too salty or too oily, and I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to eat this. Like, I've been eating it for like a long period of my life, and now I just can't because like the food here is so amazing. They say I'm a 초딩 so I like maybe 갈비탕 or 불고기, something like maybe sweet but rich in flavor. I do like sweet things.
Doing 배달, that was actually really nice because they came straight to my door. And you can order anything. You can order like jjajangmyeon, you can order pizza, you can order chicken, you can order McDonald's, or even coffee. I would love to have Starbucks delivered to me. That would be awesome.
Korea is a super dope place to live for a couple of reasons. One is the safety. Korea is super safe. It's super comfortable. Everything is really convenient. The public transportation is convenient. Housing's convenient. Everything's temperature controlled, and you can get any food you want anytime. You can go to a sauna, really cheap sauna anytime. You can go to a gym at any time. Anything you want is at your fingertips.
The city life is very easy if you live in the city because you have restaurants down your street and a mart down your street. But in America, you have to drive far to the mart or far to restaurant. I like just living in Korea is really comfortable.
Korea is so different from Europe, it's especially from England. And where I'm from in England, I'm from London, but my town, my little neighborhood area, everything closes at 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. it's just empty, there's no one outside. But when I came to Korea for the first time, it was 10 p.m., 11 p.m. and the streets were full. I really liked that. I like it being so full of life. That's probably one of the biggest reasons, the things that I like about Korea. It's always alive.
So you can just go out basically any day of the week and everything stays open until really late at night. So people usually start clubbing at 12 p.m. and they go until 7 a.m. and then they have breakfast together. So it's a lot of fun.
Is that it's really safe, and I don't feel afraid to walk on the streets at really, like late hours, like wee hours, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., because there are always people on the street, and it's really convenient.
Transportation's amazing. Last time I was in Chicago, I stepped in human urine twice in the subway. Who's peeing on the subway? It's crazy to me. Seoul's really nice.
I can leave my phone on the desk somewhere in a Starbucks cafe and go to the bathroom and come back and it's still there. If I do that in Texas or in Houston, my phone will not be there.
And I think PC Bang, Game Bang, and Noraebang is really awesome because there's so many things to do. In America, they have karaoke at little places, but not like Korea. You can do many different things.
Actually, I like the Haeshik culture the most because actually it means that you come together with your teammates or your professor, and that make you close with each other and actually work better with each other. So I like it the most.
I thought, my original thought was if I turn down this drink, it's really rude. So I was drinking all of the time and I was really drunk. And my drinking ability went up, so now I can drink more. Yeah.
Korea's drinking culture is insane. Koreans drink, I think, most of the world, most drinking country. The difference in America, Americans, when they drink a lot, it's a party. Americans have party, everyone gets together and drink. But Korea, when they drink a lot, they're just going to eat at a restaurant. Every day they drink a lot. Like maybe 7 a.m., old men sometimes are just eating food and drinking soju together. But in America, you don't see that as much.
But one thing that's amazing about the drinking culture is the fact that they have a substitute driver. That was quite fascinating. The fact that if you're too drunk to drive, you can just call a driver to come and drive your car for you and drop you off home. That's crazy. I don't think that would ever happen in the UK, to be honest. They might steal your car.
When I see a drama with my friends, which is not Korean, I'm like, oh, 헐, 대박, 이거 뭐냐, 이렇게. Like this, I use Korean words.
I've just met this person and we were just walking in the park and then both of us just go silent and I'm like, oh, kapantara. And he's like, wait, what? What does it even mean? So I had to explain the meaning of the expression. It was super funny.
I have adopted their working ways quite quickly. Now I think so I'm quite getting like Korean.
So I can feel myself come on, even me going into the street, someone's in front of me, they're walking slow, I'm just like, oh, please, hurry, go to your destination and move out of the way. But yeah, for me, now I can see myself slowly changing.
I really like eating kim with mekju, and I told them about it and they were like, why Kim? I can have potato chips. But Kim is so good.
So we don't even put makeup or like lipstick even when you are in the restaurant. If you are at the table with someone else, you never do that because you think that's rude. But then I went back home and at some point I realized that I'm putting lipstick in the subway and people look really weirdly at me and I did not realize why. So then I realized, oh, maybe I'm becoming Korean. I'm doing things unconsciously that Korean people do.
Actually, at first, I chose Korea for K-drama and K-pop like others. But when I came to Korea, I liked the people. And now, because of my friends, they are really fun. And I really like to go out with them. So I think I just got familiar with Korea, so I don't want to leave.
You go to Busan, you go to Wonju, Seokcho, it's all the same. They're all open-minded, they're all really, really sweet, and it just really makes you feel like you belong.
Well, if I would go back to Austria, I could probably not do that because there the entertainment industry is just not as developed and you have more like, you know, this like really classical stuff like operas and ballets, but they don't really shoot any movies or like fun entertainment programs or anything like that. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to stay here for my job.